Welcome to Unit 6. In this unit, we're going to look at assessing posture and movement screens. There are many different kinds of posture and movement screens out there. For example, we're referencing some from Reebok that are available on PT on the Net. Another one that's become really big lately is FMS, Functional Movement Screens. Also, NASM has a huge emphasis on corrective exercise, so they have an entire textbook and courses on this topic. So depending on how interested you are in this topic, you might choose to pursue a further certification in this area. But for right now, we're just going to start with an introduction. So if you're interested in how and why do I look at posture and things like an overhead squat or basic movement screens, this PT on the Net material is going to give you a great background. If you're interested in how to conduct overhead squat, there's a couple of links here that'll take you out to some videos and they will show you that very nicely. And I'm just going to offer you one more perspective today. I've used Coach's Eye to analyze a volunteer, so I'm just going to show you a couple snapshots of his results and what I saw. So my volunteer offered up a side view of his overhead squat, and I instructed him to place his feet shoulder width apart, raise his arms overhead, maintain them overhead, and then sit down as low as he could to chair level, preferably if possible. And as he began to descent through his squat, I captured this on video in Coach's Eye, and then I scrolled through it slowly, frame by frame, to look for some deviations. And this is what I found on his descent of his squat. He got about halfway down here, and I started noticing that his back and his tibia here were no longer parallel. They're starting to intersect. It means he has a forward lean in his torso. Also, I noticed that his arms are coming forward off of the parallel, usually indicating tight lats. And as my volunteer continued on the descent of his squat, I noticed that his low back started to round and his head dropped forward compared to my parallel line here. I also noticed that his arms continued to drop forward. His tibia continued to stay vertical as his torso dropped forward, indicating we probably have some tight lats as well as some ankle mobility issues here. And his elbows started to bend, also indicating some tight lats and pecs. So your videos this week will go through the step-by-step analysis. I just wanted to indicate a sample case here for you to see some real live Coach's Eye footage of the overhead squat assessment from the side. Please feel free to reach out to me this week if you have some questions about how to do posture assessments, how to do overhead squat assessments, or other things like comparing and contrasting functional movement screens to Reebok screens to what I do in my real life with clients. So I hope you'll enjoy this video and look forward to interacting with you guys this week.